What would you like to say to the people who are going to move here?
Yeah, if you are moving to Hackney Wick, welcome to Hackney Wick. You've made the right choice. Please don't call the council and complain about sound.
Everyone should come to Hackney Wick.
It's super vibrant, it's really diverse and creative. Just everyone's here to have a good time.
You've got the bars, you've got the canal, you've got the nightlife.
You can just manufacture whatever fun you want in Hackney Wick.
It's kind of like a pedestrianised nightlife zone.
There's nowhere in London like it.
For me, this is the best area in London. I think within my periphery right now, there are 6 different parties going on. It's a great place to be. The soul of Hackney Wick is creatively driven. It's driven by artists that are not doing it for money, but doing it because they love what they do. And I think it's something that will never die in Hackney Wick. This is the energy, this is the magnet.
I'm Jordana. I'm co-founder of Grow Hackney, which is a studio's ecosystem and venue in Hackney Wick. There's 50 studios, which have been around for nearly 20 years, and then Grow is a unit of those studios. So essentially it's canal side. Instead of turning it into an artist studios, we decided to turn it into a music venue. What I do when I go away to a city or even overseas, I try and find a venue like this because I really want to see what the culture is in the area. Pre-Olympics, Hackney Wick used to be the area that had the largest concentration of artists in Europe, and then the 2012 Olympics happened, so the area started to change. A lot of those artists have now been displaced. It was a disused space by the canal, abandoned essentially. It wasn't really a long-term plan, there wasn't an agenda, it was just like we want to make a place that we want to hang out. Basically the artists in the area were using it as a platform to share their art and music. If you've got artists and musicians, you give them a stage and you've got a bar, you know, usually these things kind of happen. This is what we want to do, this is what we believe in, and it is for people to come and create together. You rarely see people taking selfies, you know, people are there engaged, having conversation, feeling good, escaping some of the pressures of the world, even for a while. There was no strategy, it's organic, one of a kind, it's grown from the bottom upwards, and that's what makes it a one-off.
All My Friends, it's kind of like an all-encompassing place where you can kind of come and do anything you feel like doing. My name's Carl Fuller. I do the programming and promotions across a group of venues under the Cause banner, including All My Friends in Hackney Wick. All My Friends itself is leading as a late night bar with DJs, but it's beyond that, it's a bit of an ecosystem. It houses 3 independent food businesses, a record shop, has people working here from the day. So from early till late, it's kind of active and it's an important part of the community. To be honest, it turns into pretty much a full-on house party. It's relatively rowdy, in a good way. There's a lot of energy, everyone's dancing, and it's, you know, a packed dance floor, in essence, feeling like a club. Warehouse venues. I mean, obviously Hackney Wick itself is built from its early days from, you know, squat raves in warehouses through to modern day where most of the kind of businesses are housed in converted warehouses, from the likes of Colour Factory to Cray to ourselves to our other space, Victoria Wharf over on Fish Island, to 2 more years. Everything's kind of grown out of this sort of repurposing almost dead space from an ex-industrial perspective to growing a community here of artists and creatives and fun people. I think the main thing about the kind of creative and the DIY culture of things around Hackney Wick is the fact that when it was all initially started, initially began, it wasn't done as a corporate venture. It was always done with the heart of just to be creative for creative sakes and just to build community for community sakes. And when you take away that kind of commercial venture for people trying to create stuff, it's always done with a lot more heart and a lot more sincerity. Obviously, businesses have to survive, but the more kind of more financial pressure you put onto things, the more and more the kind of creativity can sometimes be pulled out of it.
I first cycled through Hackney Wick about 12 years ago when I was working at XOYO. I decided to take a different route home. It was about 7 in the morning. As soon as I came through, I was like, whoa, it's almost like Disneyland for adults. It's got so much character. As soon as you come into it, you can really pick up on that atmosphere. This is 2 more years. We're a bar and community space in a canal-side warehouse in Hackney Wick. When we took on the building, we had a 2-year lease. We got a local artist to paint the word 2 more years on the front of the premises to stop anybody coming in to squat or anything else we'd heard about going on. When our friends came to visit, they said, oh, that's a cool name, and we just kept it. Our model is to breathe life into an old building. Our terrace is an 80-foot pontoon floating on the River Lee overlooking the Olympic Stadium. It has such a unique look and feel. As day turns to night, the music turns up and we transform from a coffee shop into a party spot. As much as we would like to be here for the next 20, 30, 40 years, you know, and we would like this to stay the way that it is, the landlord here, their intention for our building and a couple of other buildings on the same site is to completely flatten them and rebuild them into flats. If the local community feel passionate about maintaining this place in its current form, we would welcome that. I would be sad to lose this. I'm really proud of what we've created. But on the other side, it was what we signed up to all along. We can breathe life into another old building and maybe be a part of another local community and offer something for another group somewhere else.
Investment in the area has brought a lot of good things, and it's now the East Bank where you've got the V&A, East you've got Sadler's Wells. There's a lot of culture that's been brought into the area, and there's also a lot more housing, which is fabulous. I suppose where the challenge is the support for the original people, and for example we were in a lot of the brochures, we were in a lot of the marketing material about how great the area is, but we're under threat financially. It's gentrification at a speed that's very unusual because it's gone from sort of a wasteland to probably one of the most desirable areas of East London.
You see on the internet the derelict Olympic parks from around the world, whereas ours is thriving. So there's definitely benefits to the development, but what there needs to be is more careful consideration as to where that development goes and where it's refused. I see a chiropractor over in East Village, and she recommended that I start doing Pilates and swimming. So I go to the Olympic pool once or twice a week and I go to Pilates. So I'm using it, like I love all this stuff, you know.
This is Queen's Yard, you're in the heart of Hackney Wick. Behind you is Colour Factory. You've got the Yard Theatre, newly constructed Yard Theatre just there. We've got Crate Brewery, we've got Howling Hops, and then we've also got some lovely new neighbours who'll be joining us very shortly. I believe it's at least 5,000 new neighbours we're going to have. I mean, if new neighbours were to come in and complain to the local council regarding noise and the local council wasn't on board with the vibrancy area, we would lose jobs. The wider chain and network of our suppliers, but also culture is the most important thing we lose. This is what makes London great. I think that I wouldn't be in London personally if we didn't have venues like Grow and like the Yard Theatre and like Number 90. I wouldn't be here, and I think a lot of people would say the same. Colour Factory is a multi-purpose event space that caters to marginalised communities. When we first opened Colour Factory, we always put one marginalised person, marginalised community on the lineup. And by doing that, we were able to foster a community that really trusted us. And actually turning away from some of the initial paydays we could have had and then focusing on culture, although it hurt in the moment, is paid off in the long term. The Colour Factory is open to everyone as long as you're open to everyone. I had a part-time job in this very room right here, and I'd load barrels, beer barrels, onto the back of the van. My thirst for putting on events grew to the point where I happened to be in a fortunate position to be able to take this on in COVID. I did it on my own. We did it on an absolute shoestring. There was no millionaire coming in and saying, here's 100 grand to start a venue, here's £1 million to start a venue, which is how a lot of venues start. It's only now that all the cobwebs and chewing gum that we stuck this place together with are just about dissipated, and we're able to get on our feet. Marginalised communities are responsible for music globally. The foundations of dub music and house and techno, this is started by black, queer communities. And if spaces like this do disappear, there'd be no festivals, there'd be no Justin Bieber, there'd be no top streamers on Spotify. These places have to exist. It really is instrumental for the culture of London to have all these amazing venues to continue doing the amazing work that they are doing, because it is cultural work and it means that London is a better, safer, more vibrant place to be. If we get Hackney Wick right, and that would mean that all the new local residents, the council and the GLA come together, this could be a gold standard for international tourism. We see so many people from all over the world coming to Hackney Wick to check out what it is for the art, for the nightlife, for the overall culture. We have an opportunity here to really set a precedent for the rest of the country. And I'm hoping that we can make something economically and incredibly culturally important. If you move to Hackney Wick for the right reasons, you've hit the jackpot. You've hit the jackpot. There's so much amazing stuff going on, and the amazing stuff happens in the day. Most of it happens at night, but it really is a cultural jackpot, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.